find someone. But the Wahhabis came from the behind, knocked them out. Allah has ordained, He has destined this time to be the time of Jababira, the time of tyranny, the time that is given to the oppressors. He has given this time to them. Which is why the awliya Allah is saying, whatever that you do, whatever that you're going to do, it is not going to work. So much trying to change the system. Yeah. Trying to change the system. It's not going to work. The system is already there. It says even if you collect all the nations together to try to change it, you cannot change it. The system is so ingrained. One system that we can speak about, let's say. In Islam, that for 1400 years we stay completely direct with this. The Muslims from the time of the Prophet ﷺ, that the Prophet himself was a man who dealt with business. For 1400 years up to the Ottoman times, Muslims have been very good with business, no? They control the whole Mediterranean, they control everywhere. Silk Road and everything. Yet, they were able to enrich everyone without riba, without interest. For over 1,000 years. You understand? No interest. How are you going to change the system now? Every system that's been placed with capitalism, our own money, our own houses, this and that, everywhere, Muslim and non-Muslim countries, is based on interest. Any country in this world that's declaring itself Muslim and I'm not going to participate in this system, you cannot survive. Or you're fooling the people. But these days, very quickly, whenever you say something, it's going to come out next second. Correct? People are going to react to it next second they're going to react. No more they have to wait until tomorrow's papers. Everyone is shocked to discover. Everyone is up to second, up to minute. So people can say something and then later discover very quickly, instead of years, you politician, you say you're standing up for Islam, you say you're standing up for the Muslims and everything, and you're doing this? Right? What did they just discover? They've been selling brides. Openly selling. Right? Muslim girls from Pakistan to China. Hundreds of them. Not hundreds, of course, it's thousands. Very big business. Who is discovering this truth? Who cracked the system? Muslims? No. It's not Muslims who cracked it. It's the unbelievers, non-Muslims, who are cracking it because they're standing up for truth. I'm not saying they're complete angels either, you understand. But in this situation, in this matter, right, we know what a... Anyway, I'm not going to enter into that part. So they're trying to bury this story. Who are the people trying to cancel this story, bury the story? Unbelievers? So-called Muslims. So immediately people find out how hollow it is. Not only amongst the, let's say, Muslim countries, non-Muslim countries also, they're discovering how hollow, how brittle, how easily manipulated the system is, this modern system, this ideology that we say is representing the truth. How easily you can crush it. This ideology, let's say, of democracy, the Constitution, is being challenged. Correct? It's not that people don't know what is right and wrong. It's not that people don't know that he lies. They're not concerned about standing up for the Constitution. They're looking at that one. Will that one help our agenda or no? That one is helping our agenda. His shaitan, doesn't matter, use him. Correct? So it's not about haq and batil, it's about using the agenda. And the system that is in place now, it hasn't been for 300 years, or 500 years, or 800 years, or 1,000 years. The system that is in place now, it's only since like the 50s. Do you understand that? 50s. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years at most. Correct or no? This modern system of... Because what was... Only since the end of the Second World War, let's say 40s, give it 10 more years, 50s. You need a couple of years to stand up. It's already crumbling, crushing, because its inside is empty. The inside has to be Islam. The inside has to be a spirituality. The inside has to be with the orders and the commands coming from your Lord. It cannot be coming from you. Because when man puts himself there and not understanding that his Creator put him there, that idol that you worship will not answer back to you. It will fail. And this is what the whole world is discovering. So what else? That those people, they are waiting for 400, 500 years. Imagine. May Allah take my life before anything like that worse happens. Of course we're not going to stay for 400 or 500 years. We're not going to live. Who knows how long we're going to live for. But how much worse do we have to see? Yeah, whether you believe climate change, you don't believe climate change. But it takes a genius to know what we've done to this world with the amount of pollution we put into this world. It's never been done before for thousands of years. Now we're doing it. You must be a saint or a scholar to understand that the countries where it used to be so cold, ice everywhere for thousands of years, now they're growing plants, they're growing lettuce. The sea level is rising, it's there, no? That they're saying if we continue like this, we won't survive. Doesn't matter what religion, doesn't matter what ideology. But how we live on this planet is governed by our ideology, is governed by our spirit, is governed by our beliefs. When you don't have belief, then that time you will destroy everything, because you say everything is mine. I use as I like. When you have a belief, we have a good, strong belief, then you're going to say, no, not everything is mine. What I have to share, and even me, I don't belong to me, because that one who created me has put me into this world. So I have a responsibility. I must try to find out what that responsibility is. This is beyond religion. This is not about saying this religion is better, that religion is better. No, this is about being human. This is what the Ottomans were doing. That's why they were able to get so many people from so many different views, but they put everything aside. We say at the bottom line is you're humans. And at the bottom line is we're all believing in that Creator in different ways. Let's try to build a world where we can worship properly and we can live properly. They didn't leave them alone. So, everything must come to an end. And what is good news for us is this year of Jababira, this century of Jababira, of cruelty, is coming to an end. May we live long enough to see its end, inshallah. Ameen. May we be those ones who are going to bring down cruelty and oppression. Ameen. Even if it is just lifting our hands, we're asking Allah to end cruelty and oppression. Ameen. Not to have a single drop of that wrong thinking and wrong things into our hearts. Ameen. May Allah forgive me, bless me, and bless everyone, and forgive me, inshallah, and raise the station of our Shaykh. May we live and we die for haqq. Fatiha.